Even then, Spencer would understand. He knows what we're doing.
I told him about it, and he was cracking up. He was like, "You should definitely do it." I was like, "Compromise you." He's like, "Oh, that's true. Yeah, don't do that. Maybe not, but it would be so funny."
Are we live? Give it a sec for this thing to start. This thing right here, it ain't for the faint of heart. Welcome to Fighting Games Advanced. The first ever one where I'm going to go into the super deep dive into you being the best player you possibly can be. This ain't a free service, so we'll see how this goes and moving forward and all this other stuff. Today, my client is Emon. Say what up, Emon. Oh, I think he said what up. All right, well, yes, it is Emon today. We're gonna go into a deep dive. We're gonna check out Emon's goals and all that other shit, and basically I'm gonna interview him and see where his headspace is at and see what we can do to get him on that next level and whatnot. What's good, Silver? I like it. We got some good players here. This is some real shit. This is some OD shit. All right. So, like I said, this is not gonna be as action packed. We're gonna run the arena because it's just to have y'all not bored or whatever.
We'll lose it if we don't run it.
Yeah, exactly. So for the most part, like I said, this is gonna be like this is about Emon the player, which is more than Lucina and all this other shit. So, all right. So first question is, well, I guess let's find out what the objective is. What do you want to get? Why do you want to do this? What do you want to get out of this? Right.
But, I suppose the next level would be mid-high at that point.
Mid-high, right.
Pretty sure I'm approaching, but I'm not quite
Yeah,
there.
you're on the tip. On the S1. All right, so, cool. So you basically want to take it to the next level. I got you.
Right.
All right, so the way we're going to kind of layer this out is short-term goals, long-term goals. So basically, in the next 3 months or so, what do you hope to accomplish?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, well that's fine too. All right, so we'll dissect that. So, when you say next level, we know that the Ronus is out, and you're not going to be able to have any live tournaments for a while, but
no real matches.
No real matches are going to happen anytime soon. So I guess.
Just asking if you can raise my mic. It sounds like it can.
Who, me or you? Oh shit. Gotcha.
Who else?
Emon, raise your mic. I can hear him, but kind of hard to hear. Okay. One sec. Let me go to the Discord. Yep. Turn that up. Start talking. Start rapping.
Yo.
All right.
I can't.
Good job, Eva. Excellent bars.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So short term, I guess. Well, this is where it's kind of hard, kind of compromised. I guess we'll come back to the short term. I guess let's say long term. Long term is actually, it may or may not happen, but at least you can kind of like let the steps or the process start now. Like what's the goal? What do you really want to do? Either realistic or hypothetical. What do you really want? Oh shit, my bad.
If I had to set a goal for myself, I guess I would probably regularly be able to take stretch down.
Okay.
Start with that one.
Okay. That's fine. Hold up one sec. The screen fucked up. I'll just put that over there. I don't know why it's here. Oh, I got you. That's why. Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry guys. Cool. So basically be on the level with stretch. Okay. That's really not. That's pretty good. I'd say that's achievable. At least you didn't say I want a top 8 Evo or I want to I mean that.
No, it's what? No.
That's doable.
That's
fine.
Shit. That ain't happening anytime soon.
But even if it is, we can do that. We can actually have that thing. All right. So basically, short term get better, long term rival stretch, which I'm assuming you kind of want to go for. All right.
I think it's a good start.
So that's actually different.
It's not unachievable.
Right. So okay. So that's a little less little less necessary for all this other shit I wrote down, but that's fine. So basically, fight stretch. Okay. Because basically, I would assume that, I mean, you don't really have a social media presence like that, right?
No.
Alright. Not really a concern for you?
Not really. I mean, Discord's the closest you're going to find.
Yep, basically. Alright, that's fine. Because from there, I would ask you what your perceived brand is. You mean you do have a... Well, even then, we can still ask that question. What do you think... What do you think... How do you think people see you? Or your brand, per se? Or do you have one?
I don't know how people see me.
If you had to guess. Me Master. Silver, what do you think of Emon?
That's a good one. Ask the audience.
Right, I thought it. Because even then, like, you might be surprised.
In the air, I don't want to be...
Oh, God. It's just dead. We back? Yeah, Stretch is so... Yes, Stretch is a top player. But that's not... It's fine. It's definitely a goal that's attainable. And it gives kind of perspective on top of that.
Silver goes, he plays for Cena. Okay.
Right. Alright, so I guess from my perspective, I say the perceived brand. Like I said, you're a mid-level player. A lot of people look up to you, I would say. You're kind of like the big brother to a lot of these younger dudes. Yeah, and you be wrecking ass, which is good.
He thinks I'm a high mid-level player.
Yeah. Yes, kind of. Well, high mid, that's kind of the thing too.
I think he means more mid-high.
Yeah, mid high, because high mid that's kind of like Stretch. Stretch is like, great and a beast, but he needs to establish it by winning, more Xenos and shit. Because even then, he struggles at Xeno, which is obvious, which is like,
Yeah, he's usually like number 15 to 20
right.
there, which is still good.
This is great,
it's not,
but
it's not top level.
It's not top. It's not top 8, and then it's not top 3.
Right.
If you would say, like, if you look at it, Mr. E is basically, he's like top 3. So that you would consider like a pro. So that's like the levels. And even then, there's like very little level difference between Mr. E and Stretch, On a good day, I'm pretty sure Stretch could beat Mr. E. All right. So basically, your perceived brand is you're helpful. People look up to you, and that's good. The way you could influence that would be, if you were to make content per se, you could, basically teach. You could show people the Lucina shit that from Stretch, because he's basically, I would assume a lot of it you learn from Stretch.
Not directly from him, but definitely watching.
Yeah.
More so than actually learning directly from tutelage.
Mm-hmm. Which is even better, because now you're kind of just incorporating it into your own kind of gameplay.
That's what I kind of do. I kind of see some things, and I'm just like, kind of like old Spinzer once. It's like, look at somebody who's better than you, and even if you can pick one thing that they do that you don't do, and incorporate it, you're improving yourself.
Exactly.
Trying to take everything is too much information.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
all right.
For instance, this.
Oh, yeah.
When I do that, when I do
that
this,
one, yeah.
That, this, all was just something I was like, I have to incorporate that.
Yeah.
And it's worked out for the better for me.
It's true. It's good shit. All right. So, even then, like I said, I'm not sure if you plan on making a channel or anything like that, but that would be like a step, you would kind of...
Eventually, I do, yeah.
All right. So we can kind of dive into that. So, okay, let's actually jump right into this. So, as far as content, what kind of content do you think you would make or want to make? What would be the 3 pillars of content?
Primarily this, and then maybe if I feel up for it, I was thinking, since I played a lot of Final Fantasy 14, maybe that.
Okay, that's fine. That all of that helps establish your brand, which is basically the goal. You want to get known. I'm gonna give the hard truth. In order to make it in esports, you need to be somebody. You need to be popular. You need to be.
That's obvious.
I'm saying it for everybody. You need to not be shy in any kind of way. I mean, you can be shy, but your brand cannot be shy. Even if you don't talk, even if you have the freaking communication of a dead squirrel. If people know who you are and you play good, that's good enough. It's only a plus if you have actual, communication skills, and if you're charming, forget it.
Charming would win.
It's basically communicate. It's all connections. It's connections and the basic form of communications. Like any kind of business, it's all about who you know and all that other shit. Trying to think of what's the term? I guess an example of that was, do you think Muhammad Ali is the greatest fighter? The greatest boxer?
I would argue that Tyson in his prime was better.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. But let's just say, well, who would you say rivaled Muhammad Ali in his time, like at his peak, in his time frame?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's really. But you know who Muhammad Ali is, correct?
Of course.
Well, I would say one of his greatest strengths is his communication. That's probably why he's known, and anyone else in his era. Even then, he lost fights. He lost to Joe Louis and even George Foreman. That's like another boxer in his era. But they're not as legendary because they're not. It's just it's all about attention. It's all about who knows you and who gives a fuck. So you gotta get the who gives a fuck part. You gotta get that up there.
True.
And it shows, because even not gonna get the chat out, but even then, even if you just establish a room, which you've done, like a chat room where people go and hang out, that's enough. At least people know who you are from there. But communication is the big one. Those are the people who make it in the world. The Rock, Stone Cold, sets them apart from all the other wrestlers because they know how to handle a mic. What else are we talking about? Oh yeah, close the content. So yeah, education, streaming, whatever, all this stuff helps. All right, what else we at? All right, let's get to self-training. So if you want to be like Stretch, you want to be like Mike, you got to get your training down. You got to get at least...
To be like him? No, to match him.
Match him. Yes, relatively the same thing. But yes. Rival him, which is what we want. We want to on par. So... Yeah, this would really help when we had Stretch, but it's alright. It still applies. Let me see. All right, so let's talk about the lab. Let's talk about how to utilize the lab correctly. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's just practice, just practice." What does that mean? No. So I would say about a half hour a day, you would go in training mode, and the first thing you would do is 30 of your bread and butters. Do you know what Lucina's combo potential is? And at basically, what is her low percent combo potential? Mid percent, and then high percent / kill confirms. Do you know all of them?
You cut off there. What was the last part?
High percent combos is basically a kill confirm. Yeah. So what would you say the low percent combos are? Say just go ahead and hit me with it. What would be a low percent combo? That might be a combo. Okay, what else you got? So at low percent, there we go. That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. All right, cool. So now that we're at mid percent, what would you say a mid percent combo is? Like, what do you want to go for?
Oh no! Right here. Stay where I am.
Okay, it's pretty good. Not bad.
It's more or less true if they don't tech.
Okay. What else we got?
Right back
Still.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Right back here. No, it's a little higher. Okay, right back here.
Yep. I like it. Leads into a tech.
If you didn't tech, I would have killed you.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
But
So.
basically, poke, jab block, kill.
Pretty good. High percent. Basically, kill confirm. That's pretty fun. But yeah, all right.
Trapping into side Bs. There's also this at high percentage. It's more.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Dead.
Yeah, they're dead from that.
Or that. Mix up with this. Land with that. Hit with that.
Oh yeah, that.
Also another one. Depending on the stage I'm in, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That and kill them off the top.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So in training mode, you need to set the percentage, set the low percent combos, so that every time you win neutral, because even then, because the goal of winning neutral is to do as much damage as possible. So say if I win neutral with, yeah, that's fine. But if I win neutral with that, or win neutral with this, which basically you want to kind of win neutral with combos and combo extenders. You want to basically, the goal is not just get the hit, but put them, you kind of have it in the right place. Put them in a tech trap, put them in situations where you can keep going with your offense. You don't want to just run in offense, keep it going, keep it going. It's more so. Exactly. Which is fine. With that, so that's 30 minutes. So 30 minutes.
Put you back down to normal.
Right. So 30 minutes. Bread and butters.
So the low one.
Low percent. Yep.
Low usually would be this, that.
Okay.
Push them on.
Okay. I like it. All right. So.
This one's always fun if I can actually do it.
Ooh, I like it.
Or if they're on platforms, get on the platform. Right through the platform.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm going to hit you into the air, don't tech it. Just land on that platform.
Okay.
Jam block.
Oh,
on
nice.
the platform. Side B.
Okay. All right. So basically, to utilize the best use of your time in training mode, you would basically say, okay, 10 minutes, low percent combos, low percent bread and butters. You should have your main 3, and then you just practice those all of the time. Actually, let me go Greninja, because let me show you how I train with Greninja.
I was going to say there's another one where I grab you at low percentage, throw you into the ground, and then I can up it.
Mm-hmm.
That one pretty much connects, I would say, 90% of the time, depending on the art. But for the most part, it usually always hits.
Cool. This actually works because now I can get to show off what I be doing. Hey, no, Palo's broken. I was just trying her because she actually is in fact broken.
Yeah, well, she's got a freaking tool for every situation. She's crazy.
Ridiculous. Her approach is her anti-air, so that covers 2 options right there.
And also, she has an invincible back air that kills and an invincible dash attack. It's stupid.
Yep. All right, so the same way, so let's say, for example, with Greninja, I know that the low percent combos is, for me, would be grab into whatever, but if I can land a dash attack, or if I can land a fair, I can land a nair. So basically my whole offense is based off of hitting that, grabbing one of these, with punishing that. So basically you kind of want to have like a triangle offense. You want attacks that cover, whatever happens. So as far as neutral, my neutral tools of Greninja are, make you do a thing. Anti-air with back air. Nair as approach. That's the only approach. But even if I do approach, need a block or jab. That's the only thing I can do. Yep. Not advised. Don't approach with anything else, and then spacing this. So that's my whole offense is pretty much established. Dash attack is not part of it. Dash attack is for whiff punishing. But if I'm going to attack you, it's going to be that. That's it. So with Lucina, you want to figure out what are your 3 offensive moves that kind of give you the best, you know, best bang for your buck without kind of risking shit, as well as
Okay.
you know, kind of
That.
yep, down tilt, great.
Definitely that. This, as long as it's spaced.
Right.
Not spaced.
Are you able to kind of drift back with it? Yeah, and drift forward? Yeah.
I mean, I can just do that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because that just hits shield or whatever. So that's two.
And then if they break through it, I can do this.
Yeah. That's
Or I
pretty
go
good.
towards them if I wanted to. If you block it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
try to punish it, I can just kind of go in on you.
kind of
Come
good.
in, or I can just go like that to go back. Now, and that could still be red, and they can just wait me out.
Yeah, exactly. But there you go. So what would be the other one? I guess anti-air at that point. So you got your down tilt, your space fairs. Seems like an anti-air.
This is usually pretty safe.
Mhm.
If you're above me, the anti-air. This is okay too because that's what hits, and I can drift with it
Mm-hmm.
directions, and it kills.
Yeah, I like that.
situations.
All right.
Back shield is this.
Mhm.
As long as it's spaced right.
Yeah. Just as long as it makes sure it works. Yeah.
That. Sometimes this, depending on the move you use, I could just that'll work too.
All right. So for the most part, like I said, you want your neutral, you want your circle of offense. But the next level is when your opponent knows that. That's where you can kind of mix it up. You could probably do like a landing down tilt or a landing down air, fucking shield breaker, all that other stuff. You basically want to have what's the level after your basic offense?
The mix ups basically. Well, that's
Yeah, the mix up like that. Yep.
This,
Mm-hmm.
I can do a lot of shit. I can do this, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This, there. This, there. This, cross it up, back there. Or, I've been experimenting with doing two. Boom, boom.
Ah, I like it. Look at that, and it lands just right. Mm-hmm. All right.
Big one, just big cross up. Also, this one, block. Man, sure. That's really
Yeah, I like it. Does it cross up?
because
Does it have a cross up hit? Oh yes, you like that.
bigger characters it does, but now let's get you a full shield first. I don't know what Greninja's out of shield option is, but for the most part,
Greninja's out of shield's option is that. That's all it is.
Okay.
And that.
So I'm gonna hit your shield up there, and I should be able to do something if you try to get away.
Okay. Oh well, I kind of just held it, but yeah, I tried to jump. It actually kept me locked. That up air was crazy on my shield.
The thing is that this on shield, I can pretty much do that immediately after.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good
If
actually.
the
Yeah.
person knows I'm gonna do my upbeat.
And then
it's
the
not
only
good,
escape
but
is jump, so I'm gonna get clipped. Yeah.
But at kill percentage, if I hit their shield like that, I can attempt to go for a kill with just that.
Mm-hmm. Little risky boys, but if it works, it works.
Well, it's a mix-up. They don't see it coming. It works.
Oh yeah, especially if you're landing with your aerial or whatever. All right. Cool. So also, I guess another 10 minutes of your lab time. You want to practice unique situations. So, what you really want to do is review your matches, and when you do, if you run into something that's like dumb or why does that work or how the fuck do I beat that, you would basically test it in the lab, which is kind of hard if you don't have somebody who could kind of, since there's no like automated, whatever.
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me.
Yeah, this is kind of like a list for like Street Fighter and shit, but it still applies. It's all the same shit. Same shit. Yep. And then I guess the last 10 minutes, you only need a half hour. Another 10 minutes would be like lab time, where you just try shit. You practice like the crazy shit, the high level, basically the stretch shit, the hype shit. Yeah.
I do know I need to walk more because she has a very fast walk speed.
Mm-hmm.
And I have more control over shielding and dealing with situations when I'm walking rather than because when you're in this animation that
Right.
there's nothing you can do about it. About anything that hits you when you're in the middle of this.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of leaves you
However,
open.
if I'm approaching like this, I can kind of feel whatever. Like, up, grab.
Right. Same with Greninja, because like his walk speed is pretty decent. But in a match, you're kind of just accustomed to just doing shit like this.
Right, incorporating it.
Yeah, incorporating it
What's rough.
in the right situation. I guess in the right situation, be like, say like, I guess an example of that would be like, go ahead and block. So say I go, yeah, and then kind of, something like delay the offense, then go back, something like that. So you could probably like attack my shield, and then kind of just strut away, if you will, instead of like dashing. So go. Ooh, wow, that's not my block button. My bad. There we go.
I told you you were gonna shield.
Right, that's fine. Boom. See, instead of that, kind of attack the shield, and then just like walk. Yeah, just walk. You see how mad quick.
Well, one of the situations for walking that I've seen him do every once in a while is I'm gonna put you in a tech situation. Don't tech it.
Okay.
Because this, and then walks back to see what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because after doing, god damn, spike.
What's going on?
So after that, he usually walks back and he sees what they do. Because a lot of times, in the heat of the battle, if you just do jab, side B1, it could cause them to panic into a situation where they roll into you.
Mm-hmm.
You can get an up smash out of it for a kill, or maybe they go back, but that's data. Like, alright, in a panic situation, they tend to roll back.
Exactly.
Get up attack. Or
Yeah.
maybe they stand up. Not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next time you do it, you test the theory.
Yeah.
If they don't roll back, okay, it didn't work. If they do roll back, reward.
Exactly. All right. So, yeah. So 30 minutes in the lab. 10 minutes of bread and butters. Basically low percent combos 30 times. Mid percent combos 30 times. And then practice your kill confirms, if any, 30 times. Just 10 minutes of that.
Yeah, I know what my kill confirms are. Yep, understood.
Alright. What else we got? I guess, okay, next thing. Watch VODs of your own old matches.
God, I was going to watch my wolf when I was told.
Yeah, we're gonna, let me see if there's anything. We might kind of jump right into there. Actually, I'll just run through the list. Well, actually, run through the list and then we'll just do it. So watch your own matches. Then watch VODs of, pros with your same main. Get used to the patterns and shit like that. Notice the patterns between the two styles, what your style is or what their style is. More specifically, say like we're gonna do that. We're gonna watch a match, play by play, and then see what you would do differently and if it worked or didn't work. Like you would kind of want to get into the mindset and say, oh, he did that there, just so you kind of analyze what's going on.
Won or lost?
Either one. Oh, this is a match you lost. Yeah. Yes, you were a wolf, and it was hype. There was cool shit in there, but then you kind of lost it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, so now here's the big brain. Moving forward, all the matches you go into, you're going to be practicing something that you want to get down from training mode. Do not play these games trying to win. You're going to play the match trying to test very specific things. Like tech situations, combos, all this other stuff. You're no longer here to win. That is not your goal. Your goal is to rival stretch and be the best E-man you can be. So when you go, even online, go in there trying to test things. Always go in the match trying to test either matchups or setups or anything like that. Because your goal is beyond just winning here, just winning there. Even if somebody's trolling and try to make you, get mad or whatever, it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters.
That doesn't work on me anyway, but I can.
Yeah. Look at every match, every loss. Every loss is an opportunity. Because no matter how well you do or how good, even if you fucking 3-stock somebody, well, if you 3-stock somebody, you need a new opponent. But even then, there's something you can learn. Even if you're 3-stocking somebody and they're really just not good, you can use that data. You can use that match as a way to practice. Okay, let me try this combo. Let me try this setup. Let me try all these other things because they're not gonna block anyway. So you may as well just get the most out of it. Don't look at any matches like, oh, that was a wasted match because this guy's not good. That's fine. He could be not good, but then you go in there. Let me try this as an unorthodox anti-air. Let me go try this crazy setup that is mad hard to do. I just need a human dummy to practice it on. That's fine too. It's only focus on the actively learning, actively trying shit. You want to focus on specific elements of your game, which is fine. Whether you see it or someone else does it or not, that's kind of what you want to kind of focus on. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, basically, you know the game. Neutral. You know what neutral is. We went through the neutral tools and all that other shit. You know, I guess you have a good understanding of conditioning. You basically, but the thing about the best way to kind of set your conditioning is say you have your neutral plan. You keep doing your neutral. Damn, this would actually be a lot better with Ike. Actually, yeah, let's go Ike. Yeah, we. I mean, just for example's sake, I can definitely tailor this to Ike a little more. Because I'm still learning Greninja. I don't really know everything because it's hard and it's hard, but Ike is relatively simple. But I can translate this specific part a little better. Yeah, Emon play. We're about to play the video. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you guys early Emon in bracket. Y'all get to see bracket Emon.
What you're about to see is not reflected now. Just saying it.
The thoughts and ideas of past Emon do not reflect the future Emon. Okay, so it's even easier. So now I can explain. Basically, since we're both swordsmen, we kind of similar moveset or whatever. So when people say Ike is near the character, that's half true. That's not completely true though. I mean, he's not that character anymore. So Ike's circle offense, his main offense is boom. You know this because it's great. You know a little bit of that and some of that. That's basically it. Maybe that for anti-air or that for anti-air. But we're not. That's basically it. So yes, once you establish the nair, like I said, nair is great. Leads and all this shit. People are gonna get used to it. People are gonna like, oh, this guy, he keeps nairing me. Now, how do you beat this? You know? Anti-air, yep. What's another way? Yeah.
Quick punish.
What's another way? How do you beat it from here? Nope, that's not it. That's why nair is so. Right, that's fine. Try to jump up and fair me or back air me. There you go. That's the other way. So now that I know, okay, he's catching on to the nair. As far as conditioning, I've conditioned you to be worried about the nair. So now, I want you to, like I said, punish the nair with, with punish or air. Air to airing his while he jumps, hitting him before he can attack is the best way to beat the nair. That's the best thing to do. So now, go ahead and catch me. Yeah, try to snipe this to nair specifically. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, you want to beat him before it comes out.
Yep, I do.
This is why it's good. This is why nair is good. It's pretty hard to deal with, and it leads to a lot, and there's really only one real way there's a couple real. That's like the strongest way to beat it. Catch me in the area. All right. So now keep trying to get me in the act. There you go. Keep it up. Keep it up. No. Try to do the anti-air version. The jumping. Yes, that version. So now if I see that that's a thing that's going to happen, and every time I jump, he's going to try to be ready to meet me, my adaptation is boom. See that? So now, instead, see how that could have easily been in there? Now my offense is now conditioned. It's set up between this and that. So now that I have this and this, I have full hop nair, short hop, back, short hop, what is that, up air? Yeah, whatever the shit is. That basically covers that. What would you say another way to kind of deal with nair is? Not without jumping.
I mean, I'm preparing you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a move that fairly predictable to see coming.
Mm-hmm. how do you think you would whiff punish it like on the ground? Because that'd probably like let me whiff and then come in and punish me. Or dash attack or side B. What I think dash attack will work.
No, but definitely got tilt because it covers like this whole arc.
Mm-hmm.
If I really want to be ballsy, I could attempt to time a smash attack, but that's ballsy.
I wouldn't risk that, no. But also, you kind of want to, you want to, like, move on the ground to kind of let me whiff. Because if I'm in and I'm out, yeah, you kind of want to, like, condition that. Because if I miss...
The way to do it is if I know you're naring, it's normally pretty safe because of that. But I can go in on you and make it unsafe.
That's fine, too. But then you run the risk, yeah. That's pretty good. Wow, that spike.
I don't know where that came from.
But even then, do the dash back and forth, try to punish. Yeah, that's actually a little better for this. Hit me whiffing. There you go. So now for me, oh god, this guy knows how to deal with my nair. The adaptation is for me to mix it up with jump. Boom.
Yeah, quick attack definitely sneaks up on you sometimes.
That's the other way. If you're moving back and forth, like you said, you're not going to be able to block in this animation. So if you're trying to make me whiff punish the nair, boom. So now I created a circle offense because I have my primary, my nair. Okay, once they condition that, once you figured it out, oh, let me full hop air. Now I can throw that out. Now once you figured out, oh, okay, that's no good. Let me try to whiff punish this guy. Boom, on the way down. And those are my three. That's basically that's the conditioning around my main tool. Basically, you want to be able to counterplay it. You want to counterplay whatever your main thing is. Because even then, so say if I jump and then you expect a nair, boom, that's another one.
I did put my shield up, especially then you grab me.
Exactly. Tomahawks
are good too. I like those.
Tomahawks are good. And even then, that's Ike's whole offense right there. You got nair, which is great. But if I'm fading it back, it's kind of hard to deal with. That's like the main thing. If I'm jumping in, then I'm putting that to risk. But if I'm fading back, then...
Yeah, it's harder to deal with. Like, if I see the fade back coming, I can run into make it unsafe.
Well, even then... Yeah, you get tempted. I wouldn't run, If I'm fading back...
It's a little harder to do, but it can be done.
Yes. Well, if I was a good Ike player, then that's the only one I would do. But I like to go, but I'm a fraud Ike main. But yes, I understand the concepts. So yeah, so basically, you kind of want to, as far as conditioning, I have 3 options to beat somebody trying to beat my nair because it's so good. I got size B, I got short hop hit them as they full hop, and I got tomahawks. So that's basically, you kind of want to have like moves to counterplay your own moves. So, what would you say what's Lucina's like one of her really good? What's her best neutral thing?
Neutral tool?
Yeah, I guess like fade back fair, right?
I don't know. I like this at a distance because it could set up for tech situations and exploit. The fade back fair is good until it gets predictable because the one thing, at least Lucina and Martha, are highly susceptible to is parrying.
Right.
Their moves are not that hard to parry.
Right. So what you kind of need to figure out, say you know that fade back fair is something that they want to look to parry. What would be the way? What's the counterplay to that? Because against you want to be able to how do you beat somebody who plays correctly? That's the idea. That's what you want to kind of get in your mind.
Someone knows that I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. On shield. Yep. And then say, oh shit, I can't done it. Like,
I mean.
Yep. There's tomahawk.
That's one way. A safe poke defeat. Very few characters can actually punch that.
Right.
Don't like that. But a lot of times it can also be, if I really wanted to get crazy with it, and you're going to block everything I do.
Yeah, like that specifically. That one is OD. The short hop fade back fair. That kind of jitters people.
What I would do is this. In a situation like that. Well, you're not blocking.
Right. So yeah, keep on. Yeah.
I go like that, and then when I go for the next one,
Oh yeah, see there you go. Kind
Attempt
of.
to break it.
I
Yes,
like
you
it.
can just parry.
Nah, that's just gonna break. Get out of here. But
But at the
yes.
same time, like, I'm now putting a shield breaker in your damaged shield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
it's pretty much over.
do you want
It already
to-
got hit, so it's more than likely.
No, it's like it puts the question on the opponent: do I want to do the big brain parry that if I land,
No, hell no.
it's a major punish, or do I want to take that hit?
They're not gonna see that in the nerves or whatever. But yeah, so as far as conditioning, you basically wanna have contingencies on your neutral tools. You want to have what's the next level, what's the next, because even then, a lot of the time, if they can't figure it out, then you're fine. But when they do figure it out, you want to figure out what are the other two options that resolve around that.
So what I used to do when I fought Spinces, a lot of times I would be jumping a lot, and I did catch myself doing it. A lot of full hops.
A lot of full hops, and it's great because full hops are cool.
A lot of moving around.
But full hops, like I said, if I can see it, this covers. You can't really you can't come in on that. That's
Eventually he would start catching on.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of
so then,
times
what's the
I would
adaptation
think,
for that?
Well, a lot of times I would be like, okay, so he knows I'm going to full hop. So this time I would dash forward and he would shoot, but I wouldn't jump. He'd jump into the air and I'd be like, boom, got it.
There you go.
Or
That's conditioning.
Instead of fighting in the air, I would start just fighting on the ground. More of this. Shit's just kind of be like, all right, you know I'm going in the air now because I've been doing it for the last 10 minutes.
Right.
So now I'm going to start doing shit down here and I start getting more hits. They attune themselves to me being in the air.
Exactly. There you go. That is what you want. That's how you get. That's high level shit. That's how you get good. But the thing is, you want to realize, and even then, when people say it's a habit or I got to stop doing that, no, you can turn your weakness into your advantage. Just like the way you said, if you jump a lot, that's fine. Let them think that they can hit you, but then when you don't do it, once you see the jump, I
recently came into the knowledge the way to approach best of threes is first match. I don't really do a lot of my fancy stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I just kind of play.
Save it. Keep it basic.
Like I go like this. Maybe you're at kill percentage. Maybe I do that.
Yeah.
What's he do? Okay. You you were at a high enough percentage.
But yeah.
The ledge. But if you were at a lower percentage, come over here so that way you actually hit the ground.
Yeah.
Alright, what does he do from there? Right,
Neutral get up.
He did a neutral get up. Yeah. Okay, cool. So the next time I do this,
yeah. Yep.
maybe you do it
More
again.
than likely. Yep. Worth a shot.
Or maybe you roll back. In that case, once I do that to him, just full dash to catch the rollback. Or if he rolls forward, do that, wait over here.
Yep. Basically.
That's round one. Just kind of figuring out what do they do in panic situations more so.
Exactly. How do I punish the defense? All right. Let's move on. So that's conditioning. Talk about these big old terms. But yeah, like I said, that's why the lab is great, because then you can kind of like figure these out. You can gauge these things. Yep. So like I said, don't grind needlessly. Don't just play matches just to play matches. Always go into a match experimenting. Go in trying shit. Oh, let me do this exact specific thing that I need to work on. This whole match, I'm not going to use F-tilt. This whole match, let me anti-air every time he jumps. This whole match, let me practice my tomahawk, you know? Let me practice my spacing. Let me practice my walking. That's always what you want to kind of go in mindset-wise into every match, no matter what. Win or lose. Good or bad. Okay, let's talk about external factors. When you're, I know it's been a while, but when you're in like bracket and stuff, how do you react to like when there's noise and there's like distractions, all that other stuff?
I do my best to shut it out.
Like I remember you said you had gum one time, or like some people have like headphones. Yeah, headphones. That's usually good. But these are.
And no matter what you do in a live bracket, jitters are always a thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Get around those.
And even then, that's where it matters. Because if you can't, like I said, you can be in training mode practicing all these things all day, but the time to do it is in bracket. That's the time. Because if you can't do it in bracket, then no, you're not ready. That specifically If you choked in bracket, that you need to go into the lab and do it 400 more times. Because nothing matters. All of this other shit doesn't matter if you can't do it in bracket.
The problem is the stuff in bracket is a different animal. The only way you're going to really know if you do the bracket is by continuing.
It's exactly.
It becomes normal.
Exactly. And you got to get used to it. Yeah. But even then, that's where the lab comes in. You want to take your results from bracket and move it forward. Because that's the state you want to train.
I mean, that's to answer your question about what to do about noise. The human brain can only really do so many things all at once. So you just have to find a way to occupy it.
Yeah.
So there's the game. And at one point I was chewing gum. And that seemed to drown out a lot of the other crappy external factors.
It is. It is crappy. So, all right. Let's see. Yep. So yeah. I guess we don't really have to get into that, but we could. It may as well worth mentioning it. Know your role. Like, know your role as far as your character versus your opponent. So say like the Lucina versus Bowser, Lucina's role is different when it's Lucina versus Mario. You basically want to figure out what your role is based on their movement speed and their attacks. So obviously versus Bowser, you have the foot speed, you have the foot advantage. So you're going to maintain your distance, you're going to, sword him, you're going to footsie him out. Actually, I guess Mario and Bowser is kind of the same. But it's different because... No, it's basically the same thing. Who's somebody's faster? I guess against Lucina against Fox, it'll be a little different. Well, that's kind of similar. Let's say Lucina Samus. There you go. So since Samus has the range advantage, and then you say you kind of have a little trouble with projectiles a lot of the time, you kind of need to get... You need to get as close as possible. Which is different from the Bowser and Mario matchup where you want to keep them out as much as possible.
Yeah, so, like I would say in a sword fight, which we're doing right now, I'm more interested in straight hits.
Yep. I am too, but also I kind of want to, I want to get you, damage. I want to, keep you out. But we relatively want the same plan. But I guess the main thing you want to consider is you have way more ground speed than me. So that is your advantage. So my role is never to approach you like that. Unless you're blocking. My primary role in this matchup is to fade back Nair and keep you walled out. I need to hold my ground, keep you out. Fall back. Because if I go in with my terrible buttons, I'm going to be in a bad spot. So Ike's goal in general is just to kind of wall them out, play defense, and go in when you can, which is basically every swordsman if you really think about it. But since you have the better mobility, I have to play based on you dictate neutral. Whoever has the better foot speed dictates the neutral. They choose when they go in, choose when they go out, all this sort of stuff. Because if you're moving and say you're playing defensively and then I'm forced to approach, I'm putting myself at risk because I am slower.
Yep.
So that's kind of your main strength. When you're faster, you want to force that. You want to make them. You would actually approach a little less, or you want to make them with, based on your higher speed. You don't want to go in all recklessly. You don't want to run into this dumb shit. Like, let this shit whiff. Use my mobility to get in and whatever. So that's kind of, you want to recognize what role you are based on, your matchup. Because a role, like I said, against me, you're going to play a little different than like Samus. Because Samus, you actually need to occupy space. You need to get in her face. You need to get and make her whiff attacks and do whatever. Because she don't want none of this. She don't want to be
in all reality, she will be over here the whole time, shooting me with missiles, charging up her charge blast. Because when she's not getting hit, she's charging charge blast,
right?
Which is highly dangerous for me.
100%. So that's something you want to take note of. And I guess the main thing to deal with, you say you have trouble with projectiles and shit, just take your ground. Take the ground even as little as it is. Even if it's take as little as you can. Then once they're in, see what the option is. Because they're going to panic. Once you're in their space, they're going to try to fight you off with their inferior buttons. And that's the time to catch them. So the thing is, take your ground slowly as possible. Then once they're in, that's when you do what you got to do. And then punish the defense. Because they're not going to feel comfortable until you're a half a stage away. Yep. So yeah, know your role. What else we got? Assessing problems and like let's say deduction. So part of being like really good at this game is, say there's a specific, basically at any time you kind of want to just basically run through your options real quick and choose the best option per situation, because you're basically in the mode where you kind of don't see the game as just playing. You see it as micro situations. That's kind of how you should kind of see Smash anyway. There's the neutral phase, advantage, disadvantage, edge guard, ledge trap. You should see every moment of this game in particular interactions. And then from there, you kind of want to say you lose neutral, or say you know Nair is that's my move or whatever. You should catalog what are my options against Nair, or Mario Fireball, or Samus Missile, all of that. You should have that already built in before the match starts. Or if you're playing the match and you see that it's an issue, you should have a deduction like, okay, like obviously, do like a down tilt. Just keep doing it. Just do it like crazy. So for me, with all my options, what's my answer to this? Is it run up back fair? No, that's not it. Is it up air? No. Is it walk up to it? No. Is it block it? No. Is it side B it? Maybe. Okay. That kind of worked. So what you want to do, especially with all your matches moving forward, let's see if it works again. I guess it worked. All right. So there we go. I just guessed. I didn't know that would work. So keep doing down tilt. Does Nair work? It does. Okay. So when he's down tilting, let's try side B again. Nope. We'll just keep doing it. Keep side B. Yeah. Oh, it does work. All right. So for me, so now there we go. I didn't know, but apparently every time side B beats your down tilt. So that's something I can use. That's something I know going in, moving forward. So if I know you're on the ground and you're not blocking, it's worth it for me to go for that. And then once you start blocking it, cool. Now my grab works. Or now my distant fade, what the fuck? My Nair at a distance work. That's basically kind of like, that's the kind of way you want to deduce it. So when somebody's doing one thing that's like really annoying, you want to shuffle through your options on what to do.
You said you can attempt to counter the down tilt, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Nope. See.
You're
Yeah. Okay. That is an option. Is it one of the better options? Probably not. Let's see. Should I down tilt in response? Let's see. Nope. Not worth it for me. Yeah. Nope. Not no good. There you go. So for me, it's probably not a good, and even then, I could try shit all day, but if I know that that's pretty good, and maybe Nair's pretty good, that's it. It's pretty much solved. You want to kind of do that, and this is where it gets hard. This is where you kind of got to know your main. You want to do that for most of the neutral tools against most of the opponents in most matchups. That's where it gets hard. That's the shit you need to catalog. That's where it comes to knowing your character and being good at this game. Because if you know what to do in most situations, then you don't got to worry about it. You know? So for you, the next step is, in certain matchups, you kind of get an idea. You get an idea that brawlers, they want to brawl, they want to grab you. Or, projectile people, they want to shoot you. Because usually, a lot of the tools that you have kind of cover most of those problems in a way. A lot of moves don't, but those are the things you want to lab. What else we got? Yep. I got also, what is it? Detach yourself from pride. You already got that. You're fine. Losing is the best thing because it tightens up the whole game plan. Oh, actually, yeah, that's the best part. Losing is good because, like I said, it shows you the holes in your game plan, which is something you also want to work on. And what else I got? I'm trying to find some sort of game plan. Yeah. I guess we're not there yet. Let's go to your match. Let's go to the footage. Let's go to the matches.
Oh god.
I know.
I've seen this match in ages. I didn't even know there was footage of it. When was I on stream?
It's literally the one match. I think you started in losers because dumb shit, but yeah. All right.
I don't remember being on stream. Okay, this will be interesting.
Here we go, everybody. I'm gonna pause at certain points and everything else, but for the most part, you can kind of figure it out. We'll see. We got to pass the Rizard and myself to the commentary. I'm not even on this. I'm gonna not be on this.
I don't remember this one. This should be fun.
All right. So let's go. Let's go. Past E-Man. Let's check it out. All right.
Is it try hard all stages?
All right. Let's take a look at this E-Man Wolf.
Wow, which tournament was this?
All right. So going in, let's dissect what's Wolf's neutral game plan. What would you say?
Blaster.
Yep.
Nair.
Blaster Nair for approach, grab combos.
Blaster, Nair, grab combos.
Yep. All right. Now we got the game plan. Let's see. Let's just see how it goes. All right. Yep. Blaster.
Sure.
Blaster check. Up Nair too. Blaster and Nair check. Let's see.
I'm not seeing it.
Up there we go. There's a grab. Dropped it a little bit.
It's kind of frozen.
Oh shit. You not seeing it?
Nope. All I see is Wolf doing his Iron Man landing.
What? Okay, let's try that again.
Oh, it started now.
Okay, it might have just been paused. Oh yeah, you guys are delayed, so that's fine. Okay. Are y'all seeing it in real time?
And I doubt it's real time.
No, like a stream time. I forgot that. Yeah, y'all are delayed.
It's a delay. Just talk about it. It'll eventually it'll translate onto the stream. Just talk about what you see.
I'm actually gonna pull it up. Yeah, it'll translate on stream. Okay, well, actually, let's go back. What happened there? So, let's go further back. Not that far back. Shit. Like I said, you got the easy early spike. That was hot. That was sexy. Spike on recovery. He had to hold that L. That's good shit. All right. Let's see. Okay, good down flip.
I was really practicing rules.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I got exploded just there.
Right. Okay, so that's the second time you didn't confirm off the grab. You're kind of getting whatever, but this Axe guy, he's like a top player. So what the fuck just happened? Okay. Let's run that back. Okay, Nairs are fine. From what I'm seeing is you just gotta follow up. You're landing the Nairs, but you're missing the combos. The Wolf kind of lives and dies by that. You want to definitely get your combos up.
This one.
What the fuck is this barking? Okay, down throw.
Yeah, I fell into that. Yep.
Okay. Back air, yep. Okay, so yeah, make it back center stage. Fighting them off. Try to tie his shoes. Okay, side B. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Okay. I guess he caught you with the grab. I'm already kind of seeing a pattern. Uh-oh. All right. Damn, a grab. The little footsies.
I think I went for a spike there again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. He sat up.
Actually, it works if I watch the stream too. Yeah, that way you can do so you watch it at the same time. Are you up to Yoshi's at 83 and you're at 66?
I'm at 38 and Yoshi's at 82.
Okay, wow, what the hell?
I mean, if I'm playing Wolf, this is definitely during the time when I was trying secondary Wolf as a counter pick to things.
I remember. Okay, so let's do a quick review. What would you say the most prevailing issue kind of was?
I kept falling into a lot of stuff I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think
Also,
that was?
was not using Blaster enough.
Yes. The main issue was you were kind of just attacking just way too much. Because when you're attacking...
I was definitely mashing.
That's definitely the main standout thing. Because when you were getting hit, you were kind of just missing, and then you kind of just made it easy for Yoshi. He would just kind of roll in and do some weird shit. Or... basically, your offense wasn't as solid as it could be. Because when you nair and it doesn't confirm, or when you grab it, or if you miss a grab, even worse, all that stuff leaves you open. What would you say your role was in that matchup?
We're punishing.
Yep. Your role, like, because Yoshi's buttons, even though Wolf has good buttons, your role in that matchup was to maintain your distance. Shoot him out, space him out, because when Yoshi did it to you, all Yoshi has is egg. And you got hit with a lot of eggs, so...
Yeah, I did. That definitely happened.
you kind of had to shoot him up, make him block more than your grab works. Or make him scared to move, because if you move, if he's jumping, you can catch him with, you know, the fairs or the nairs or whatever. That kind of was really the main thing. You were attacking too much and there wasn't not enough. So, like I said, you can't really say attacking too much. What's an alternative to... what is the alternative to attacking too much? Like, what's a habit that you can do that kind of you can replace it with?
Well, probably what I do now, which is more patient fighting, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Less mashing, more watching.
Right.
That's kind of what I do now.
There you go. That's a good lesson for a past Emon. You're kind of like engaging, trying to make things happen more than anything.
If that were me watching me.
Yeah. What would be advice you would give to yourself?
Stop pushing buttons, man. Oh, and also stop fighting through disadvantage, because I was doing
Yeah, a lot of that. A lot of I'm gonna just do shit because rah. But that's okay. We learned that this is from months ago.
Less on the bundle.
Yes. Let's watch the next one because why not? Actually, I think I think we're good on that. Let's actually watch the stretch match. Now that I think about it, and let's kind of take notes.
Well, that one's easy. Just type fucking stretch smash into Google. You'll find a lot of them.
Oh no, it's the same. It's even better because it's the same video. Now let's take a look. Let's. I want you to talk me through what you would do and stuff like that based on his choices. What it was, you know, what would you do in that situation? Try to put yourself in his shoes.
Right, he was there for this one, wasn't he? Well, he's there for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna, like I said,
There was a string at this one?
yeah, man. Just take notes. Okay.
Oh, wait, no. That wasn't me.
Which one?
This is at 368, right?
Yeah, you were here.
I wasn't in that tournament. Remember?
Yeah, that was the one match because they put you in losers.
No,
Remember?
The one match was against Captain Falcon. That was the other Emon.
No. That was you.
It was not. I didn't get past the first guy in losers.
I think that was the first guy. That was your one and only match.
And it was against the Captain Falcon.
Mm-mm.
Dude, I remember.
Nah,
That's
you fought the Yoshi, and then the Yoshi showed up on the table later. It was actually pretty
I
good.
wasn't in it. I lost against the Captain Falcon in that match. I wasn't there.
What? That was you.
Dude, it wasn't me, I'm telling you. That was somebody else using my name.
Oh, God. Ew. That's even worse then. All right, well, I guess footage of Emon doesn't exist.
Yeah. Because that was a 368.
That was 368, yeah.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
It was the other guy. He was probably using my name or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Either way.
We'll dissect this one.
Mm-hmm.
Stretch versus someone who doesn't exist anymore. Gotcha.
Right, he's gone. What are there anything that stands out immediately, or something you're noticing?
No, me, Master. That wolf wasn't me.
No, it wasn't him. My bad. And even then, I would assume after you lost the match, you would go Lucina, but that guy went double wolf, so even then.
Anyway, what am I noticing about this? Well, he's fighting Zelda, which is annoying.
It's a pain in the ass, yeah.
He's sticking to platforms a lot because Ace is not putting... Because Ace can't really put the golem above him, so platforms are relatively safe.
Mm-hmm.
He just waited at the ledge with his shield up, which basically limited the type of recovery Ace could do at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Ace is covering himself with that, which is pretty useful. Thought about being on shield.
Think it's working. Yep, the ledge trap. Like I say, we're in the ledge trap phase. And there you go. When you really look and think about it, a lot of top players pretty much want you to play as little Smash as possible. They will keep you in disadvantage. They will ledge trap you to death, and you got to deal with it. But that's most games. You ever seen Marvel? Same shit. They will hit you. You will be down 2 characters, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Wow.
Yeah, he Stretch isn't doing a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically kind of giving... I mean, I wouldn't be attempting to give Zelda distance in the first place, but I also wouldn't be running into freaking Homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Very specific gameplay. Like, and even then, when he swings, he doesn't miss. And when he misses, he doesn't die.
Except for right there, he missed and got friggin'
Yeah.
He got beat.
Yep, but there you go. That's the risk to missing.
Is Phoenix Ace Attorney? Yes, he is.
Yes, that's the guy. Ace Attorney. He is no longer with us. He done did some terrible things.
Yeah, but that's not what this is about. It's about watching
It's not at all.
Stretch beat
It's
him
about
up.
Stretch beat him up. Yep.
Maybe he conditions the shield break, he gets the shield break, and then he wins the match.
That's it.
I just thought it's interesting that he always tends to pitch people off with a charged smash attack instead of just charging neutral B, which is more knockback.
Right.
Maybe because he just knows it'll kill and he just likes how it looks.
Yeah. Even then, that's all data. Alright, I guess we kind of... The only thing that would be different from you and anyone else would be, I guess, working on your brand. But since you're kind of, you're old and shit, you don't have aspirations to be the best like no one ever was, we can kind of, like, skip that section. That could actually be, like, a lot of it. That would have been a lot in the beginning, but that's fine. You kind of just roll through it. Do you have any questions?
No. It's pretty informative so far, though.
Alright. It's basically, the main takeaway is just how to practice. Hop in 10 minutes, work on those specifics, and then even then, if something catches your eye that's annoying, try to test for it. try to figure out, because that's usually just comes down to he does this one move. Okay, what two things can I do to deal with it? Okay, he figured out that I know how to deal with it. He's doing this other thing. What's the two things I can do to deal with that? But then once you shut them down, once all their options are exhausted, they can't do anything. It's all just, option management. Because after a certain point, they're kind of just, you can tell when they're kind of worried or frustrated. When they sit and shield, or if they're kind of just waiting or keeping their distance or whatever. You can kind of feel it.
Yeah, it's kind of about, like I said, it comes down, because a normal set, like, bracket is a best of three. So
yeah,
it really comes down to how you manage the matches, too, because like I said earlier before, the first match is less for running in and going,
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. Chances are, unless you fought the guy a lot of times, and even if you have, you never know, he could have changed his game plan.
Right.
But, like, for the most part, you don't know, especially online, who you're fighting when you enter a bracket. So
exactly.
The first match has to be about, like, all right, what's this guy about?
Right. Keep your safe game plan, main
And I'm not saying, you gotta play it safe, and I'm not saying you need to have the guy downloaded by you too, because not many people have supercomputer brains where they can download a whole player in one game.
Not one game.
Unless you're fucking MK Leo or something.
Right, exactly. But even then, all he's really doing is just excluding options, because like he'll have the game plan ready, but then it's like, okay, he's never dealing with this thing, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Oh, he can't deal with it. The match is over. Or
It also depends on your opponent, because an easy opponent,
yes,
if they let's say they just keep jumping at you, and you're like, all right, he just keeps jumping.
Mm-hmm.
You punish the jump. But then they jump again. You punish the jump. They jump again. You punish the jump. That's an easy opponent, because you're just like, all right, he's just gonna keep jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Zelda that just repeatedly teleports you. And you're just like, oh, that's an easy fix. Every other move, it's a teleport. Remember that match?
Yeah, I do. Teleport.
Everyone, teleport.
They kept doing it. All right, cool. Let me figure out what destroys that. All right, he's dead. Or even then, figure out what he does after the teleport and punish that.
Eventually, I just started countering because you just kept teleporting.
Yep.
So an easy opponent keeps doing the same shit. So game one, you're just like, well, he's just going to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But like a high-level opponent, those are the ones that are hard, because the second you even catch a habit, a high-level opponent twists what they do and does something different.
I won't give you that. And then once you don't have that, then now, okay, let me figure it out. Like, it's all a conversation with your opponent.
Like when we were playing against Swordmaster today.
Mm-hmm.
There was one part where I was jumping at him, and it kept working. But then at one point, I hit him with a jump. He blocked it. He punished my fair, and I was like, okay, so he's not gonna let that happen anymore. Time to switch to something different.
Yep. And there you go. You turn your own weakness into a strength.
Now, of course, it's easier said than done, because at the end of the day, it's easy to say, well, this guy does this, this, and this, and then when the action's actually happening, processing it at the same time is an entirely different mindset.
Exactly. Processing it and reacting.
Because high-level players can adapt. Because when two high-level players are fighting each other, they're both just like, well, that didn't work, time to switch.
Yep.
And the other guy goes like, all right, he's probably going to switch now because that didn't work, so I got to look for the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to discern habits when both players are actively changing how they do things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's high level.
That's high level. That's the thing. And even then, there's levels to that as well. Because there's only so much you can do. And then at some point, somebody's going to get outplayed. And that's usually who ends up winning.
That's where mix-ups come in. So, like, if you're fighting a Lucina, you know she's going to try to down tilt you, fade back fair, fade back nair. Depending on if you're in the air, maybe up there, up tilt if you're above her. You know that. But then, if that Lucina happens to know that you're looking for this shit, maybe she mixes it up. Short hop, side B1 into anything.
Mm-hmm.
To throw you off. That's where the mix-ups come in. That's where it gets into higher level play. Because once habits are discerned, you can mix things up to screw people.
Exactly. Alright, I guess I could briefly touch on, if you did want to, hypothetically, wanted to be one of them top players. Basically, my advice was obviously do all these things, but I would say you got to work on your brand. What does brand mean? Brand means what you can sell. Basically, what you can sell to whoever's buying. You can sell lessons. You could sell a stream. You could sell, hey, I'm really good. You should sponsor me and pay for my flights and food and shit. But all of that has to be, it's all marketing. Like, basically, the nuance to esports in 2020 is marketing your own personal brand. That comes with, that's enhanced by social media, that's enhanced by,
Well, I mean, good example of that is Spinza.
100%.
Started streaming. Mm-hmm. That's definitely brand enhancement right there.
That's a step. But even then, even from there, you would need to have Spinza. Okay, Spinza on Instagram. Spinza on TikTok. Well, not TikTok, but Spinza on, like, you want to be as known. And even then, all that is just getting yourself known throughout multiple communities.
Right.
Because if like I said, DA is known in New York, but DA is not known anywhere else. And to me,
most
that's
of the DA players don't fucking go anywhere.
But even then, what is their social media like? Why is this? If that's a hindrance, the social media should be popping. DA needs a LinkedIn.
Venya has a very huge social media presence, and he's not like he's well known as probably the best Grenadier in the country, but
right.
But he's not really well known because he's not PGR. He could be PGR.
He could be very easily. But even then, he only streams once in a while. Imagine if he streamed like 4 times a week. Imagine because he's active on Twitter. That's true. Where's his YouTube channel?
But it's also like no. But he's got a Twitch channel.
Right. He needs a YouTube channel as well.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
He needs to be as known, because even then, what do? We're relatively known and we're not top players. Imagine if Venia opened up a viewer arena on YouTube. All type of people up in there. That would get hit. That would also be a thing to kind of get you known as well.
Correct.
It's all about just getting
at the same
known.
Time, a guy like him needs to we can't do it now because of the current
Right. Well, yes. Before that.
Let's pretend we didn't have a raging disease all over the place.
Right.
Yeah, I'll make a new one.
But
even pretend we didn't have a raging disease going down right now. He should be traveling more. So if I wanted to be the best there ever was, the way to do that would be traveling.
Traveling and having all of your social medias active and up to date.
Yeah, and when I say travel, I don't mean just doing local stuff in New York.
Right.
Or Jersey or Connecticut. I mean, like, if there's a major in Chicago.
Yep. Oh, just bum a ride. It's really not that bad. Bum a ride. You'll sleep on the floor in a hotel room, whatever. Like, you kind of, if it's really what you want to do, the main goal is getting as known as possible. Because all that other shit will come afterwards. Even if you don't win, even if you're known, you could be a commentator. You could be the best Greninja in Tri-State. Like, where's the Venia guides? That's easy. Do a Venia guide on YouTube. Do a Q&A.
He doesn't really have those. He doesn't have, like, at least from what I've seen.
But even then, that's a lot of top players. None of that. But then you kind of gotta tell, like, these are all things that can enhance the brand. The only person I'm seeing that makes super valuable content is Izo. But Izo is in Sweden, and we know about him. Think about it like that. Imagine if he was in America. Crazy.
Not even Stretch does guys.
Stretch doesn't do guys, and a lot of top players don't do guys. But look how valuable they are. Look how valuable our basic ass guides are. Imagine if we was on fucking top player level shit. Yeah.
It's still there.
It'll sit there. It'll get you known. Oh, that guy taught me how to do that. I like him. Oh shit, he also competes. Oh shit, he's also PGR. What? That's gonna be my biggest fan.
And even if somebody watches the guide and says to him on his, let's say on his stream, like, I don't agree with this section of the guide, it's a talking point.
Conversation, yep.
Where he could turn around and say, oh, you don't? Well, tell me why.
Yep.
Tell me what you're thinking.
Keep it going. What's up, Darth?
Like, there's a lot, like, this, when you want to go past being just a player, when you want to go into the high level, when you want to go into the top level, it's more to it than just
being good at the
playing.
game. Yeah, it's way
more. I could be so good at the game that I beat Stretch, but if I have no presence,
you're not gonna make any money. You're just gonna be like, a lot of it is it's basic business. It's marketing. You want to market something that people want to buy. That way you can sell yourself. You got to be a salesman, and you got to sell your greatest asset, which is yourself.
And I will say that as a prospective high-level player that wants to be known, be in the community in that aspect, the other thing that you have to do, and I don't think enough people do this, is inclusion.
100%. 100%.
I think that shutting people out because they're not
as good,
the greatest at the game, is not going to make you look better.
Not at all.
In the eyes of the community. It's going to make you look pretentious.
Yep. That's rampant. Or at least it was rampant. There you go. Yeah, Meme Master, do a guide, whatever. Let people argue.
I completely support. If he does a guide, I will watch it.
100%. And then now,
maybe it'll teach me how to fight Mario more effectively.
100%.
I don't know shit about Mario.
You're allowed to have an opinion, Meme Master, and that's where it comes in. If you think you know enough about it, set it out there. Put out a guide. If another Mario says, "Oh, I disagree," here's that. There you go. Now y'all both learned something.
It's a talking point. Because even though he disagrees, it doesn't necessarily mean that his disagreement is even correct.
Right.
Maybe it is. Maybe half of it's correct, and you can point out what's incorrect.
That's right.
There's different ways to go about it. So, like, as I said, inclusion.
That's the key. That's where a lot of top players miss the mark. Because once you stop being good at video games, what do you got after that? Boom.
Correct. If you don't have the game, who are you after that?
Exactly.
Because when a player retires, who are they after that? Because if a player retires and they have no presence, they fade into nothingness.
That's right.
That's the end of them.
Be Muhammad Ali. Who's Muhammad Ali? Muhammad Ali is a boxer. He's also a civil rights activist. He's also a great motivational guy. He's also many people's hero. Like you gotta be beyond that. Cause sure he was great in the ring, but we're talking about him outside of that. You know who he is based off of basically the culture, everything else. I don't remember any Muhammad Ali matches specifically. No, not really. But I know who he is.
But you know what? It's inclusion. Because, he's a civil rights activist, which means it's inclusion. He's trying to include people.
Everyone.
And it really comes down to including people.
100%. We're all in
kind of like, how we run our organization.
That's why we run it. Right, 100%.
Are welcome.
Everyone's welcome. You want to hang, you want to play, you want to get better, that's fine. And truth be told, Meme Master, that's why, even then, like, our goal wasn't to have a ridiculous crew for the crew battle. I would rather people come and hang out and chill more than being the best online whatever. All that other shit. All of that shit is fleeting. And truth be told, a lot of SCS or whoever, those guys, they're known within themselves, but who are they helping? For real. If you're not doing guys.
I mean, I've been in the tournament scene for I don't know how long, and I can't tell you how many of those guys I even know.
There you go. Dime a dozen. That shit is that's the norm, and that's the thing that kind of needs to change. It's the norm. I want to be the best. Oh, let's exclude him because he's not as good. What can he do for me? Get out of here, kid. But nope.
It really just comes down to that, and I think that beyond being an amazing player, if you can't hold down including other people, the second you are not playing anymore, the next person that shows up will take your place.
Take your place easily. If you don't got a community, then it's for nothing. And it's not helping the game or the cause. It's not really helping esports as a whole. Is the whole thing. Like for me, the whole thing about esports, I want it to be as welcome. I want it to be the norm. That's all it is. Because it's already niche. It's already weird, and old people don't see it as anything valuable. Only a few people do, But to me, it's the same shit. Competition is competition. People work hard, people practice, people train. Throwing a ball and picking up a controller, it's the same shit. It's all a game. You know, as long as there's value in it and it brings people together, that's the goal. So, yeah. But even then, I guess that would be the closing thing for this. Go have fun. What the fuck? This whole thing should be fun. It shouldn't be pressure.
Just you chilling, chat, and that's fine too.
That's there you go. We appreciate you, Darth. Have an opinion. Yeah, because that shit, that's the whole, that I can tell that kind of drives people off competition, because it's like a lot of it is ego, and then it's a lot of like ego of other people. Because I could tell Berg was reserved at first. He's like, I don't really want to play competitive Smash because a lot of people are dicks. And I'm like, yeah, that's true.
And he's not wrong.
It's very true. But I'm like, you got to enjoy it for, like, it's fun. You got to look past that and try to find a way to enjoy it.
I gave him a little bit of a pep talk today because he was kind of feeling down about the whole Smash thing. Because, you know, yesterday during his Mario Maker stream, he was talking about how, like, he doesn't like that because of the crew crap, because of the being a streamer stuff, that people expect him to be good at the game.
Right. That comes with the service.
See if I can find the exact thing I told him. I said, listen, you know, if you want to just play, don't take stock on losing. Like, we are in SCS. You don't want to, and you don't compete at locals, so who cares? If some guy in chat taunts your skill, time him out.
That's it. Like, your goals are different. It's how it goes. It's not for you to be great at this game. You play Mario Maker, that's fine. There's plenty of other things you can be doing. It doesn't matter. There's always gonna be a community. If you're good at League, there's gonna be people talking shit. If you're good at Street Fighter, there's gonna be calling people saying that you suck. That's where it goes. But as long as what you want to do is good, then you're fine.
I was watching one of Stretch's streams once. I think he beat someone, and then like he saw on the other guy's chat where the guys, the opponent's chat was saying like, oh, you know, that Stretch guy, he just mashes. But Stretch was like, I mash.
Wow. There you go.
Like,
but also, that's ego.
Like, okay,
that guy's an idiot.
But at the same time, he beat the guy. So
right.
It's like...
So, you lost to somebody mashing. That's worse on you. But that's what it's all about, ego. If everyone wants to freaking say, oh, I'm the greatest, or I can't believe I lost. But all that shit right there keeps you from being a top player. You gotta own your losses.
I know that feeling. I've been there at a local where I said to myself, you got a little bit of a big head. Fought a guy, lost to him, and walked out of there just like, I shouldn't have lost to this guy.
Yep.
Like, I know I'm better.
But the brackets don't lie.
Nope, I still lost.
So it doesn't matter. But it's good. It's a different world. Because
I took a week off Spanish that week too.
Yeah. Like, I hate this guy. But it's alright.
Nah, but I came back with a better mindset. I was like that.
But even then, yeah, your goals were in a different place as well. So, and even then, I can kind of tell that you want it to be, you know, you want to be better than you currently are capable of or whatever. But then it's like, you know, when you take a step back, it kind of hurts. But you kind of got to leave the ego out of it. Because if you did win, you would have won. Wow.
My whole advantage stage got taken away from me.
Right. That's all it is, man.
It's really all it comes down to.
Also, you gotta break the mold because anybody can get good, but not everyone can have a fucking community.
I'd rather change that. Anyone can have a community. It's just a matter of whether or not you're.
Right, that's true. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Because you can have a community full of a whole bunch of dicks.
It's true.
Ah. I tried to up B, it didn't come out. No.
Remember we were talking before, conditioning?
Yeah. I'm not gonna not block. Yeah, get out of here. Oh god, I'm stuck. No. No. No.
So bad in this game. No, stay away from me. Help.
Help.
Also, a lot of my habits. I go off stage too much, and I basically give up stage control.
Definitely want to try to. No.
Yeah.
Damn it. My own footsies. Ah.
No.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Bad for school. Oh, alright, can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
See, that was the adaptation though, because I was like, oh, you're calling out my jump on attack, so I gotta do something different now.
That's all it is, man. Like I said, I wish online was a good source of training, but it's the world we live in. But yeah, you gotta at least have some kind of fun. That's basically it. Me, Master, you got any questions? Oh, Darth as well. Darth, you got any questions? She's like, what the hell is Smash?
What's going on right now?
If anyone could teach you Smash, it's definitely me and Emon. We'll get you great. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. No. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, it killed.
Yeah, it killed. You've been charging it for like 3 years.
It's true. You're like 50. 3 years. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Regardless.
Where's my block? Just kind of walked into it.
Yeah, it's funny because you were walking too, so there's no reason you should not have been able to block it out. You got bread and butter right there. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Taking that tilt, super important.
Slidey.
I try to load the characters just to see. They're not as effective. I'm like, I try to.
Yeah, nah. Like there's Crom Maga.
Roy, yeah, real good for them.
Oof, caught my jump. What? Yeah. I'm in trouble. Thank God I'm a big boy. Yeah. Oh God. No. That's a good walk off. Get out there. Yeah. Oh. No. Yeah. Wow.
It's because of the platform. If you landed on the platform, you would have jumped on
I know. Why didn't he? I don't know. I guess I was holding down. I wasn't holding down.
Let's see.
I'm like, it's supposed to do that. Instead of what Thunder Pals.
Not the slightest clue goes on in Smash. What's the good, what's the bad, or even what the moves are.
All right.
Nina says, what would you say is your worst matchup to use a player? Like what character? Me? Belmont.
Yeah, I have trouble with
Belmont
like.
Samus.
What gives me fucking in bracket too? What's the worst? Jigglypuff's pretty horrible. Link's pretty bad. I have trouble against Link, but I think I can figure it out. Sometimes sorties I get confused because I get mixed up signals. Like against when I'm Ike bracket, like if you're a brawler or whatever, I'm fine because I know you got no damn range. But a lot of the time that kind of messes me up against other sorties because it's like, okay, what range am I supposed to be at, or where do I win? Especially if we're both out. But it really depends. Like against Corrin, I don't think I've ever lost to a zoner when playing Corrin. It's just a good matchup for me. Whoa.
I can say I deal with it fairly easily. I think I can deal with Donkey Kong pretty easily.
Oh, I have trouble with Donkey Kong, yeah. I don't know. It's just like, I want to do stuff, but I got to respect the throw. That's really what it is.
Maybe because I play Lucina, so for me it's just like DK, I know all I have to do is keep a certain distance and you can't really do much to me.
That's true too. A lot of times I'll try to take the fight to him, which isn't like a good idea.
Let's say my worst matchup is ironically Mario. That's pretty funny. I actually would say that I struggle a little bit against the good Lucina.
Yeah. Good
Even though I
is rough.
know the matchup, but still, because Lucina is so fundamental based, if you're better fundamental than me, you have the natural advantage.
Yep. Ah. Laid out. No.
If I tickled you, you were dead.
Oh, I was, yeah. No, my nair.
Character.
Oh God.
That exploded.
I gotta, yeah, exactly. But you didn't really, you're not really punishing the jump in like that, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's not really worth going for. Oh no!
I knew that was gonna happen. I went way too in.
Yeah, man. Welcome, Sword Master. He definitely got in. But yeah, it's not good fun, man. What?
Brett, listen.
Lit. I should be trying Palutena, but it's alright.
Sir Master, you beat me once, but I'm not invincible, so
Yep.
it's gonna happen. The only problem you had is that I had to download it by game 2 and 3. Other than that, you know, not a bad thing.
Yeah, man, you're doing fine. Wow, yay, crumb shit. Uh-oh. Just on me, I can't be missing my names. Yeah. Wow.
Why would we punch that? Sure, why not?
Damn. That's it for me. Yeah.
That's it for me. Okay, that.
It's supposed to be space. Can't grab that. I'm dead. Shit.
Hey, not ready.
I don't get it. It's inconsistent.
We're walking to him. Handy, see? I was able to shield that. So I get
Oh shit. Clip me in the ear. I got clipped.
I was thinking to myself, like, will this work? Because he jumps out a lot. And you did exactly that.
Got me in my big ass body. Let's go this one chick. She's broken.
So do you want to bring it to a close? What do you want to do?
Yeah. Do one more and then we'll just end it up. Cut it out. We're pretty much done, but we're just doing matches. Fuck it. You can't get enough. A bunch of filthy, sweaty casuals.
I mean, I'd rather do this face to face.
Oh, 100%. Come over.
Where? Yeah, I was talking to Faye about that. Well, I'll tell you when we're offline.
All right.
So I feel like Palu can do a lot of, get away with a lot of things. Can't really like just attack. Like when I hit your shield just there, definitely just nair at his shield.
Okay. I don't know. Woo.
Like I could jump that. I tried to fair your dash attack, and I can't do anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it hit me.
That's so cheap. Shit.
I mean, it's mad telegraphed, and I can't do, like, I can't attack your back air. It sucks.
Right. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
I should be telegraphed right there. I was like, alright, that's smash. Probably could have got a third one off if you had read the direction I was going to go. It didn't even look like the shield hit me either. It just spits out the
That shit is
boxes.
huge.
It's like that nair catches. It can catch so much shit.
That's huge, and it's safe when you cross it up. It's a dumb button. Oh shit!
Oh, you went way too long.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's Kalu. I kind of have to. I don't know. I'm dead. Like, I have to keep my distance.
Yep, that's weird.
My distance a little bit. I can't be above her, so I'll get nared. But it's unsafe if you don't cross it up. I do so when you land it on my shield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah.
No, you crossed it up, so it's fine. I think against Palu, I feel like I need to play more grounded.
Mm-hmm.
So up air sucks to get hit by, or nair sucks to get hit by.
Oh shit.
Down tilt is not all that safe, neither is forward tilt. A lot of end lag.
Oh, yeah. I don't want that at all.
Explosive legs, mad shit.
Yeah, it's just mad cheap, bro. Oh god, that shield. Ah!
Yeah.
What's this connection?
I would not use it if I'm within control distance here.
I don't know how. I mean, I guess you gotta smash the long and the short. I don't get the difference between the two of them.
The tilt is the short one, smash is the longer one.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's like third time playing it. It's pretty good. She just makes sense. You just do this thing, then do that thing. A very easy top tier. She doesn't have the weaknesses a lot of people in that category would have.
Someone's going to rush you down. You do the tilt version of explosive light because then it puts the explosive light in front of them, which either forces them to stop running straight at you or it hits them as they run straight at you.
Yeah, I think that's the one I was trying to do, but then he went all the way over. I'm like, oh shit.
Or don't knock the neutral beam, auto reticle.
Neutral beam? Oh, okay, yeah, that is a move. Yeah. Nope, see, I want to do the short one though.
Yeah, I have to feel that. Otherwise, I'm just going to get hit by it, and it's a decent enough percentage. It sucks. That tilt's not the best in neutral. I don't believe, in my opinion.
No, it doesn't seem too great now.
Nair is good in neutral, as long as you're safer with it.
I don't want that. Yep.
At low percentages, I have to not chase people down after nairing them as much. I mean, not nairing after down tilting them. I don't really get much off it. More of a you go over there tool.
What the fuck?
Kinda.
Didn't even come out.
We didn't go back because I wasn't close enough to get targeted by it.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't just come out. If there's no target within its range, it'll just do nothing.
Okay.
Tilt is best for just like pushing people out.
Cheat.
To use it as a keep away from me while I'm off stage so when I've died to it.
Yeah.
I'm above you, so I'm gonna get near.
Oh god.
Oh no.
It's really not that high. Yeah.
Slants with her, she'll just bounce off them. She's got some drag downs, like potential with that nair. I'm pretty sure. I'm not very good at it, but I've done it to people a few times.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the timing looks a little funny. But yeah, I mean, drag downs is dope. Yeah.
That's the double one I told you about. Mix up.
Okay. Well, okay.
Where I kind of like, I did side B1, then side B1, and came back when you went thinking I was going to land on you.
Mm-hmm. Side B. Ooh, mix.
Like, oh.
It's pretty broken. Yeah, exactly. He said Powell feels like Smash 4 Cloud. Yeah, kind of.
Are you too close?
Yeah. One more.
Yeah. Typical Smash. Just
Yeah, exactly. One more.
Yeah, one more.
Oops, sign with that. No. No, that's too slow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Too slow. Help.
Oh, God.
Now it's still active.
No.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Ready, but I angle it correctly. That's on me. Oh God!
Oh no. 89. Oh my god.
I don't do that enough either because
Yeah.
up smash for her does a lot of damage. Kills really well on low black notes.
I want that.
Wow!
Alright.
The mix up. Master said when I get Discord, can I have one of these?
Maybe. Depends on what your goals are and if you're willing to pay.
Yeah, but these are not as
No,
simple.
these are intense.
Like freaking theory and actually requires us to do things like researching the character.
Or like I do it for Emon because it's Emon. But anyone else, I would basically have to be your branding coach, which is fine, but that's not a free thing. Oh God. I know what to do. Okay. Yeah.
And once in a while I do cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, fire.
Oh, face. He's a big thought that I might roll in on you. Oh God. I'm gonna stay out here. Do something about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay out here. Do something about it. That's what I thought. See that strut? Just walking.
Yep. You kind of just fell. Yeah, it's just pretty broken. Probably give it a week. Probably be a great player with her. Yeah.
Something I have to be more cognizant of is I have to realize that at certain percentages, after landing certain attacks, I have to realize like if it's not a true follow-up, I shouldn't just do it.
Yep. Just let
because I popped you into the air with my up tilt and went for a back air that missed completely because it's not true.
Yep.
Where I could have popped you up and just waited to see what you did. Maybe you would have air dodged, then I could have aired you, and I would have killed you.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. You just gotta go for shit that works. And because, like, if you were to miss, that puts yourself in your own disadvantage.
But even if I miss and I'm not disadvantaged, it doesn't help me. So
Yeah.
if I'm not...
Yeah, exactly. And then you're giving yourself up a kill.
If you're in disadvantage and I'm doing something that isn't connecting with you, then it's not helping. It's not helping me capitalize on your disadvantage state, which is really what it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in disadvantage, I should be able to get 2-3 hits on you.
Yeah, let me hang myself. That's the best part. It's where, certain characters thrive.
Autopilot, which is kind of the thing that I have to get over myself. So autopilot's a big one.
Yeah, autopilot's huge. You just gotta react. Just look at it as situations. Case by case basis.
Basically.
Alright, everybody. That was Advanced Fighting Games. If you're trying to take yourself to the next level, I'll help you, but that shit ain't free. But either way, I'm glad Emon came through. It was good talk. It's actually good to work it out with him. Because we've kind of been on this journey for the past year or so. So it's been stymied by the sickness and the outbreak, but it's alright. Once the shit opens up, we'll kind of assess where we're at. We'll see where I'm at, because I'm definitely in a different place than I was a couple months ago as far as what I wanted to accomplish. So we'll see. See where it takes us. Right. Later, everybody. Love the Piles out.